Welcome back to this loud music. There's a pizza on the roof. It's a reference to Breaking Bad. Also, my voice is hoarse because I've been talking a lot and recording. I had a failed recording. I was yelling. I sound like ass. But if I cough, I sound better. Kind of, I guess. I don't know. Manpower. Okay. So we need water. Water and food. Wait, that's actually really close. Why don't I just go over here and grab everything in here? Wait, there's nothing important in here. Oh, I'm already screwing up. Go. Okay, soup. 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 Water. Go. Strafe. Strafing is faster. Okay, grab my loving wife. Grab my loving medkit. Strafe my fat ass to the bunker. Go over here. Grab this gun that's well placed in the corner so Timmy can grab it. Grab this. Okay. Grab that then. Grab that too. Strafe my chunky butt over here. But don't. Grab this. I like Timmy. I don't need my fat daughter. Chunky girls need love, sometimes. Right now, she don't need it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Ted. You're a tank, Ted. Alright, goodbye, daughter. I'm a winner. Alright, this looks good to me. Oh, there's a radio down here. Almost all of us made it to the shelter. Almost. All we can do now is start thinking of creating ways to serve our canned soup. When we opened the shelter door, we noticed some of the shelves were already stocked. Okay, yeah, so we got... Yeah... We have so much soup, but only a few cans, or bottles. You would expect a nuclear explosion would be enough to quench any petty arguments. When the future is not looking too pretty, all you see is naked walls. Not much is necessary for an explosion. It happened. We started fighting like crazy. Cool. Ted's already gotten a beard. Enough arguing. There are more important things to worry about. If there's one way to get our attention, it's definitely banging on our shelter door. Whoever it is, they're quite persistent. Sure, let's open the door. What's the worst that can happen? Why is Timmy sick? Turned out it was a nice mysterious fellow in a weird suit. He gave us some soup cans. This will help us survive the next couple of days. Oh no. Timmy's sick. Timmy. I cure you. Oh wait, is anyone hungry or thirsty? Thirsty, okay. No, wait. I wait till they're dehydrated. Oh, wait, sleeping. Yeah, no, you guys can be tired. That's fine, probably. I didn't read it. I'm so sorry. Ted? Where did you get a sock from? Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We were even more tired when we were. And there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away, or save us from radiation sickness. Okay, so they're all complaining. Yoink. You think it's a rat? It's either hit. We felt like something was staring at us from the corner of our shelter. We think it's a rat. At least, it looks like a rat. A rat on a very good diet. We decided we need to do something about it. Or put it more bluntly, it's either him or us. And then my gun's gonna explode for some reason. My gun didn't explode for some reason. Guys, why is this dude staring at me? I don't like it. I'm not insane. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Alright, everyone's just tired. Ted's the only person that can go, and he's crazy. Last thing we expected to hear while sitting in a fallout shelter was a trumpet. It was clearly played by someone who's not a trumpet player, who had probably never heard a trumpet in his life. The Merryman. No! Because last time I let you in, you robbed the hell out of me. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked with the noises outside faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough. But can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Tired, hungry, tired. Okay, the bunny thing. This gun is getting some use. And then the gun is broken. You know what, I just realized that the bunnies were last recording, the one that I didn't post. Not... Basically, it's a bunny, but it's a big bunny, and everyone was like, oh, bunny! And then... You feel me? Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still on top of the food chain. Good for us. Damn, our gun blew up when we tried to shoot the thing. Timmy's hungry. Yeah, no. There have been some radio chatter about airdrops in the military. It's about time. All those taxes had to pay for a crate or two for us, right? Shall we head out and get them? The one time we don't have a gas mask. Interesting. It was too dangerous to go out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. The static is so relaxing. No, I don't need protection. Crazy, hungry, dehydration. Boop. I know my radio noises. I need wireless headphones so badly. We were able to get a weak signal to tap in the government's emergency service. And guess what? Great news. Fallout outside's mostly gone. Mostly. Yeah, let's talk to Timmy. Cheer him up. Wow. Hey, Timmy. You look great. Where'd you get a teddy bear from? Oh, because Ted was crazy. He talked to Timmy, and now Timmy's crazy. Timmy, you got this. Yeah, y'all are fine. Harmonica? Raw dog it, Timmy, you got this. Hopefully he'll come back sane. I want my kid to be normal. Are they hungry? Okay. Ring ring, there we were. Thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again. When we suddenly, a phone starts ringing from the foot of the... Can my headphones stop doing that? They keep moving and blasting my, audio max, so my ears are just getting nuked. Phone booth. Ted's crazy. You got this. Oh yeah, I heard a little pen scratch. So what's this? Make contact with other wastelands. Okay, these guys. Okay, dehydration. We look closely at our map and notice someone has written a set of mysterious directions on it. Might be worth sending someone to find out. Feminine power. I need me a woman who takes an initiative. And look at that. Look at all this soup. We had fun following the map clues, despite the grim post-apocalypse surroundings. They brought us to an old tree with a hollow in its trunk, which contained a set of checkers. What a lucky find. How are you doing? Hungry? Starvation. The other door. Ever since we jumped into our fallout shelter, we've been wondering about the other door in our shelter. Should it even be here? Where does it lead? It's high time we checked out. Yeah. I don't know why you'd check it out with a gun. What are you gonna do? Shoot it? Did I get anything? Look, we inspected every corner of the room and found nothing. Well, that was a waste of time. Okay, now everyone's starving. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we have to leave eventually. It'd be good to head straight to safety, instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us, and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, you know, so they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. Obviously. Would a radio even work under a bunker that's supposed to protect from radiation, meaning it's thick enough to block radiation signals, and if radio waves are a radiation or something? We knew it. The government has not fallen, and they're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in the radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch in a couple of days, and told us to wait further instructions. How are you guys still hungry? How are you starving? How about that lake we've been going to for the past few years? It'd be so good to find ourselves there, far, far away from this mess. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride, even if this whole place turned into Adamville. Oh, wait. I got one bottle of soup and all this food. Or one bottle of water, all this food. Hopefully the time to leave will come soon. You guys have eaten for 3 days in a row. We really missed the life we had. The space, the sky, the food, more food. We wish we could go back to a time before this damn bomb dropped. Hey, my map's ripped. Who knows, maybe the new world will offer new opportunities and it won't be that bad. Every day Ted is becoming more and more absent-minded. Since early this morning, he has been completely committed to reading a newspaper. Or rather, something he seemed to think was a newspaper. Our toilet tissue. He seemed very interested in it, so we didn't want to drag him away from his reading. We had to answer a call of nature. He had to answer a call of nature, but then he accidentally reached for our map. Suffice to say, it's unusable now. Absolutely unusable. However, Ted didn't seem to be very bothered by it, and when we tried to make him realize what he had done to take back the toilet paper, he just muttered that he might lend it to us when he's finished. Oh! Timmy's dead. Alright, Dolores. Dolores, you are a beautiful woman. You're gonna send your husband out because you are a woman and you are a beast. A suitcase. When we opened the bunker door this morning to let in some fresh radioactive air, we discovered a small suitcase on our doorsteps. There was a note on it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Yep. I don't think we have much to lose. Nah, I didn't get a thing. I got soup. We gladly accepted this sudden gift, and despite our suspicions, it turned out it was just the regular tomato soup that we all know and love. Thank you, kind stranger. Dolores is beautiful as ever. Dead. Fuck me. If he doesn't come back, we're good, because then he doesn't wipe his ass with the maps. Alright, Dolores, you're thirsty? You're good. In the name of freedom. In In the name of freedom. See, freedom sounds like a good thing to me, right? Okay, so by some research, this is a great idea, probably. I don't know. I had to go real quick. I'm sorry. Yay, nothing changed. Oh, I got an axe. When we peeked outside, we were greeted by a group of high school students. They were equipped and looked like they could take care of themselves. They questioned us about enemy combatants in the area. We couldn't help them, but they were happy to leave one of their spare axes with us, in case we needed to defend ourselves. When we asked why they wanted to help us, this is a reference to something. Future me, if it's a reference, put it on the screen in like a jump scare noise. Nah, ignore the jump scare noise. Just put the picture. Good boy. Why do I do these things to myself? Yup. Our favorite radio station stopped broadcasting. When we tried other frequencies, we found nothing but static. Are the stations gone? Maybe we should tinker. No. No. Do not mess with the radio. Because messing with the radio breaks it. Probably. We're sure they're experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. A woman dressed in white. A woman dressed in white knocked on our door today, telling us a story of her missing twin brother, who was most probably held captive in a bandit camp. He tried to defeat a big bandit leader with his sister fears something might have happened to him. She claims to know that we're good and trustworthy people and believes that we can help her rescue her sibling. If we do, she says it might be the beginning of a solid friendship. I got nothing to lose. That's a lot of gunshot noises. Dolores, are you fine? Oh, Dolores is a beast. The woman quietly called a group of friends, and we set out for what turned out to be a successful mission. Finding the lost twin brother wasn't a problem. He was hanging on top of some antenna next to the fence, trying to escape. In his duel with the bandit leader, he lost a hand, but the group quickly tended to his injuries, and he'll be fine. The siblings thanked us 100 times and said they would definitely contact us again. Interesting. Halloween doctor outfits. They claim to be a field hospital. What? Today we met a bunch of people dressed in what looked like Halloween doctor outfits. They claim to be a field hospital, moving from place to place and attempting to help those who hurt by the hazards of the wasteland. Their problem is, some of their supplies got eaten by something that looked like a Sasquatch. They're asking us if we have any spare hydrogen peroxide. Well, water isn't hydrogen peroxide. That is dihydrogen monoxide. We don't think they were real doctors, but just in case they were, we got rid of them quickly before they could start charging us for a home visit. Alright. She hungry. Sleazy-looking trader offered us a scruffy bag on his shoulder and paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make the deal? How much soup do I got? Yeah, I got soup for days. Out of the bag. Find a new companion. Sharikov. That is an adorable kitty. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, we back up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be just an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down in the corner. To clean itself. Its collar says Sharikov. Is that its name? Oh my god. Ted has been outside for far too long, and he still has not returned. We fear he isn't coming back. Okay, Dolores, you are a one-man army. Yeah, I need car. You know what, Dolores? We're going on a solo expedition. Girl power. Hello, Sharikov. Damn it, we missed our chance to let the military know where we are. There's a good bet they will get back to us again. But when will that be? Alright, Dolores. And you know what we're going out with? We're going out with an axe. Let's go! How does this work if there's no one in the shelter? Hey, wait. That's actually great. We were glad to see Dolores came back from the wasteland. We had to pick our favorite day of the week. It would be Saturday. Before the bombings, Saturday was a time of relaxing and joy. Like bribing Mary Jane with cookies so she stopped playing the tuba, gossiping about the neighbors, and of course, bowling. It looks like the bowling alley is still standing. Yabba dabba doo. The board didn't have much to offer. Some rotten salads, a bunch of burnt peanuts, for some reason a cowboy hat. We were happy to find a secret stash of soup cans were under some rubble. Desperate times call for desperate measures, so we weren't surprised to see that someone placed water bottles instead of bowling pins at the end of the lane. We were sorry to ruin their setup, but we really needed that water. As soon as we entered, we went towards the shoe locker. No one would walk around our bowling alleys without proper footwear. We found the locker open and empty, but we managed to grab the padlock that was used to secure it. Playing with matches is never a good idea, so in a tiny underground shelter, it's probably even lower on the good ideas scale. A few matches later, and we ended up with flames licking up one of the walls. Time is short, we need to put it out and save our supplies. What do we save? Well, this is a tough. If this dude on the radio asks for cards one more time. Oh, hey, there's a burn scratch on the wall now. Meow. That was close. We were able to put out the fire, and nothing seems to be damaged. At least not very badly. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again, or we might need to call the firemen. Are there any firemen left? Hungry, tired, fatigued. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. Oh, yep, this is the free can. Rat can. Hello, Sharikov. Why are you doing meow? Would you like to meow one more time? Good kitty. How are we doing? Everything. Sharikov is a fresh addition to our little family, so we need to keep an eye on it. And believe it or not, today we noticed something else on its collar, and it seems to be a metal plate with an address on it. And it's not far. Should we take a quick? Sure. Sharikov, let's see where you go. Where do you live, Sharikov? Sharikov, where did you go? Before we reached the end of our street, we were stopped by two men wearing dark coats and stylish hats. They rushed towards the cat to pick him up, saying they'd been looking for him a while now. Supposedly, Sharikov belonged to an old lady who's rather fond of it and misses the little guy dearly. We shrugged and went back to our shelter. The cat didn't seem to care, so why should we? Good thing we didn't get too attached to it the last few days. Okay. You know, I like the cat, but you know. We heard a knock on the door this morning. We held our breaths in fear, but soon we heard children's voices coming from outside. We decided to open it up, and it turned out to be voices belonging to a pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies, but they have branched out and now they sell other items too. Smart girls. Yeah, well, I'm not making those deals. I like my flashlight. Although the girls are very brave to walk around the wasteland like that, sadly, they didn't have anything of interest to us, so we declined their offer. They wished us a nice day and left. Why not? Dolores is alone anyways. We were about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that, when we heard someone knocking on the door. Seems to be a trader who's very interested in ammunition. How about that? Checkers? Why am I able to use checkers in this situation? Where'd my checkerboard go? We offered checkers instead of ammunition. The visitor was quite confused and tried to explain to us what ammunition is. We pretended to understand nothing. It was very amusing, until he left with our checkerboard. Asshole. So what was the point of me doing that? Is that the first time the game sweared? Oh! We were happy to open the door today and see some friendly faces. The siblings are asking for our help yet again. They decided that a small tent is not fit to house their group anymore and decided to start building a small camp. They could use anything and anybody they can get, mainly for constructing houses. Sure, Dolores is a one-man woman, or a one-woman army. We got a few splinters, but the work is done. We even had some fun. It was almost like building that treehouse in our backyard all over again. The group and their leaders appreciated our help, and said they would definitely let us know when the whole thing is finished so we can come and visit them. To our surprise, we found Sharikov back in our... Oh! Okay. We found Sharikov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates? Our kind hearts? Optimism? Or just our stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. Oh, dehydration. We're either going crazy, or this entire shelter is crawling with little insects. Or worse. It's worse. They're spiders, and not some miniature ones, but huge, furry, and creepy beasts. I can't do anything. Dolores, please don't die. Sharikov, kill them! Sharikov. While we were asleep, Sharikov made... Yes! Sharikov! It chased them around until all of them ran away like into little cracks in the shelter. Let's hope they stay gone for good. Sharikov's the goat. He'd a cat, for real. A loud crash, a surprised shriek, and a bit of debris falling from the ceiling. Truly a recipe for a good start of the day. As it turns out, Sharikov found a new toy. A bit of innocuous wiring that it ripped out of the wall. Who knows what the cable's for? But our lights are still on, so it can't be that important, right? Should we take the wire away from our fluffy friend and investigate it? Yes, we should. Always investigate random wires, but... Sharikov, what did you find? We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck parked in our neighbor's driveway. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with two men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep, and they were listening to everything we said. We gave them hell and marched back to our bunker. Okay. Oh my god. I don't have cards. And I can't get cards. Ugh. Stay alive in your fallout shelter for 40 days. Last man standing. It's actually a woman. Damn it. We missed her. I'm never getting that. She's still... Okay, if I just, like... soup her up on... Well, soup. The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? Sure. What would you guys like to say? They briefly waved some sort of ID cards in front of our faces and told us they're on a top secret government mission. So they just went, whoo! Could have said boob inspector. The wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us into their super top secret government safe house if we help them with some of their top secret missions. They assured us that they'd contact us again with more details. During one of its insane episodes at around 3, Sharikov ran face first into the wall, causing a loose brick to fall out. Behind it was a cigar box with some ammunition inside. Oh, this cat is overpowered. What is he looking at? He's staring down at something. How's she doing? Fatigued and hungry. You can have some food. Actually, no, you can't. Starve. Mysterious sounds are coming from our radio, but they're hidden behind a ton of static. Do we want to take... No! Tinker bad. Soup good. Who's knocking at the door? Sharikov keeps moving, and I keep thinking he left. Tinkering with our precious radio sounds like a bad idea. Let's hope this wasn't anything important. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. Okay. She tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the wastes, and right now she's on a trail of a giant mutated spider. We're pretty sure she's lost her mind. What are you gonna do with that spider lady? Put her on a leash? She promises that if we help her, she will return the favor another day. Sure. Seemed good by me. Sharikov meowed. We should go kitty. Meow. We agreed, mostly because we're kind of curious of what she's planning to do with that spider once she catches it. She doesn't want to say. Maybe one day we'll find out. Cat's been staring intently at our supplies all day. Its eyes are piercing. You can practically feel the tension rising in our shelter, as well as the sense of danger. This must be how cats communicate that it's time to eat. Sure. I'll feed the cat. I don't mind. I got like, what? How many boxes of soup? 9. And I use 0.5 every, like, week. There it goes again. Noises. Weird noises all the time. Are they coming from the pipes? Walls? Is it something behind the door? We don't know. It's driving us insane. Ah, the jackass. My checkerboard. Well, Dolores is insane now. Oh, Dolores is a beast like that. Boredom can really get you in the shelter. It can lead you to dark places. Trust us. Using a high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agents ring in with our next top-secret mission. That will surely land us in the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on one successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Yeah. Go on the adventure, Dolores. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she makes it back safe and sound. We graciously fulfilled their quest, and they thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised to be back with more information soon. Oh! That recon mission was risky business. We had to visit neighbors that were dicey even in the best of times. The area was full of mutated cats and dogs fighting with each other in gangs, all of them armed to the teeth. We barely made it out of there alive, but the agents seem to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade, and we're expecting the government shelter to have an excellent bathroom, maybe even a hot tub. Sharikov, you can deal with mutated cats, right? She's sick. Oh no, she's hurt. Actually, I think that's probably better than being sick. Good news from our friends. The siblings visit us today to inform us that their camp is now done. They do have a few concerns, though, mostly the children. Their idea of fun is running around the radioactive wasteland, and probably getting eaten by mutated cockroaches in the process. Do we have spare toys? Got a harmonica. Wait, I want to click it before I give it away. I will miss you, harmonica. Dolores. Not only are musical instruments fun, this one is also historically significant. Harmonica was the first instrument of choice of several American presidents. Let's hope these kids appreciate that and treat the mouth organ with respect it deserves. That was a word that I was trying to say, but that sounds pretty good. I'm not autistic. If Sharikov considers our shelter its home now, we might as well try and get along. Should we try to carry it around and pet it on the head? All cats like a good pet. Now, you will get hurt, and you will die. It will be bad. Ouchies. My headphone wire wrapped around my chair, and I couldn't lift my head up without taking my headset off. We gave up on that crazy idea. We had a feeling this could possibly not end well. The cat seemed to agree. You know what? A grown woman needs some soup. You would expect the post-apocalypse to be a time of peace and quiet, since, you know, most of the people aren't around anymore. Yet, here we have someone at the door. When we opened it up, we encountered a strange-looking man in a blue jumpsuit, who asked us to trade him a water chip. A water chip? What is that? I don't know what a water chip is either. I'm gonna assume it's a blue token. If you ask for cards, do not ask for cards. We were sorry to explain we didn't know what a water chip was, and that we didn't have one. He thanked us in a few short words and left. Oh, please, just leave me alone. Dolores is fatigued, not tired. But I'm not gonna risk that because she's the only person alive. If she's dead, we're dead. Damn it, we missed our chance. Yeah, same thing. Thirsty? Yeah, you're fine. It's difficult to keep our spirits up in this situation. Okay. Is she still tired? Fatigued. Hurt, thirsty. All good. Knocking at the door. Let's hope you ask for food, because that's the only thing I can offer. We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal, and we might never get used to it. We hope help comes soon. Agony. Offers 1 water in exchange. 4 water? Yes! A woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel, provided that camel has 5 legs. It's probably its dick. The animal is carrying a pack of goods for trade. I need that water. Ooh, you're stalked. We exchanged goods with the trader, and she went her way. Before she left, she insisted that we should listen to radio broadcasts if we ever want to get out of that shelter. Is Dolores gonna bleed out? 2 cans of food. We win, we get his 2 cans. We lose, we give him our 2 cans. Now gambling's bad. I gamble all the time. Okay. Dolores. You look like you're fit to go into the wasteland. Alright, Dolores. Goodbye. This is probably the end. I'm alive? No. She came back with soup, water. The axe was lost. That's okay. I have to focus on living. Fatigue, agony, tired, hungry. You know what? You deserve everything. Some door-to-door salesman found herself to a shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now he just wants supplies and says he will reveal some secret. Sure, soup. I'll take some secrets. The end? Oh, fuck! Oh, I was doing so good. There's a space station in orbit? Or rather had, since according to that guy, exploded when the bombs dropped. How convenient. A working space station? What a joker. He was probably so hungry and dehydrated, his brain started playing tricks on him. What a shame. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. The next episode, I will win. Probably. Hopefully. I can't promise I will, but I will try. So, we will leave on this beautiful menu. Bye-bye.